Hello and welcome back to the stream. Oh, the camera is not uncovered. Here we are. Hopefully that works. What a great start. Wow. Probably the best one yet. Welcome back to the stream. My name is Dan, and today we're playing Elden Ring. On today's episode, we will try to conquer Stormveil Castle and kill Godrick. In the last stream, we have completed the Morn Castle and the entirety of this location. All there is left to do is to subdue the mausoleum giant walking around. But I'm going to leave it for later, I think, because there isn't much point doing it now. We haven't got the right items to actually use it. So instead, we'll just fast travel all the way to the gate front, and we'll take it from there. Okay. So working, just making sure the stream is working, because we had some hiccups recently where parts of the stream were not working, and that was great time. Level up. We cannot level up just yet. Okay, we'll pass time until morning. Again, I don't really want to travel through the night because that's when the biggest monsters emerge. I still think that Crow monster is probably the worst thing you can find in this game. Honestly. Why is it so dark? Have I got my brightness all the way down? Oh, shit, I'm being killed. Who from? Oh, I see you. I see you. Yeah. Oh, yeah, one of you as well. I forgot. If only so I played Nightmare again, where you can kind of double jump and climb up surfaces. And, yeah, once you go back to Elden Ring, where you cannot do that anymore, it is very weird. I'm going to say that this road is potentially cursed already. This is not looking good whatsoever. Okay, let me just get all these dudes with crossbows because they are annoying me as hell now. I'm gonna get rid of them, and then we'll concentrate on the troll. Do we have any more on this side? I'm gonna go and get this one. I'm gonna have to shift between sides because having a troll on their backs as we're trying to clear the location is not great. So yeah, for example, has he just finished off that other guy? I think he has. So we can use him to our advantage, actually. We could also summon our wolves or whatever other ashes we have selected, but I think we're fine. I think we'll be fine. Whack! So I think one big whack, and he should be stunned. There we go. Yeah, what I've learned in the last streams is that when you give him 3 whacks, fully charged, double-handed whacks, that's enough for him to go on the floor. And there he is. Okay, let me just have a look at the brightness, because it feels like the brightness is all the way down again. It feels very, very dark. Well, it's maxed out, so interesting. It looks fine on the stream, to be fair. It's just my screen for some reason. I have been playing games with HDR recently, so that's probably why. It feels like a quarter of the brightness of the usual experiences that I've been playing recently. Like, well, Crimson Desert, for example. And Resident Evil Requiem. I've been playing more of those games in, well, privately, offline. And, oh my god, it's so good. Both of those games. Yeah, Crimson Desert has really grown on me since the stream. It's like, I've seen a lot of people say that it takes about 10 hours for the game to become good. And I kind of agree with that. This is when the open world systems kind of fall into place, if that makes sense. And yeah, I would definitely say it's the open world in that game really reminds me of Red Dead 2 in terms of like how much freedom it feels like you have while you explore. Whack! Yeah, I need to get into the lower things again because I'm sucking a fair bit right now. There's no stamina. That should have been a parry, really. Hey ho. Well, we got our flasks back, so that's okay. Raw fruits, I'm going to leave them there. Yes, there is another jail here, which I want to go and see. There's obviously the towers here. The gate has... you can actually go and explore the gate. I want to see that ruin as well. So yeah, we'll do this side of the map first, and then we'll move on to this area. I'm probably going to leave exploration for another stream. I think this one I do want to kill Godrick. So we need to get a move on in that sense. We have to actually go through Stormveil and get to the point where we can kill Godrick. Golden Seed. Good. We can upgrade our flasks now, I think. I think we have 2. Yeah, at this point we do need 2 to upgrade them. So that's the other jail over there. This is the ruin. Let's have a look at the ruin. A lot of those giants. Oh yeah, there we go. I was about to say. How do I get off the fucking horse? There we go. Why is the goat trying to fight me as well? Get lost. Yeah, that goat was weird. I forgot they can actually become aggroed and try to kill you as well. That's so stupid. It wouldn't get very far, but it would still be a nuisance while trying to kill this massive giant creature. Okay, so we've got some ruin fragments laying around. I'm gonna leave them. Gonna hop on back on my horse. Oh, I think there's one of those. Is it Stardew something? Valley things? I don't know. Something to do with stars, right? Starlight? Starlight shards. There we go. Yeah, I knew it was something to do with star. It could have been one of the 2 things. Star Wars or Warhammer. Both star things. I've got friends who are really into both things. Either Warhammer or Star Wars, or both, and I just, on purpose, will just confuse the names of those 2 franchises to them, because I just like seeing them go, it's not funny anymore, give up. Okay, we have a Stake of Marika. Do I need to touch it to activate it? I don't think I do. It's just active, yeah. I can also hear one of those loot bugs around. Well, yeah, I can hear one. I cannot see one. Oh well. Stormhill Everjail. Okay, let's have a look. Will it be worse than the last one? We haven't got a supporter this time, so it's going to have to be a solo fight. Let's see. Oh, for fuck. Yeah, I hate those. Definitely the most difficult enemy type in this game. Yeah, this is... Yeah, those guys don't fuck about. Yeah, I'm going to leave him for now because this is ridiculous. It's going to take way too many takes to try to take him down. Like, even when I finished the game, I remember, like, when I played it for the first time and completed the game in 2022 or whenever it came out. I remember completing the game and still not being able to kill those guys reliably, you know? It was always a kind of a fluke. So I'm going to leave that one for later. I'm going to put a marker on it just to say, yeah, that one is no go. There you go. Now, these guys, however, that's a different story. There are some wolves around, but they don't seem to be bothered that much by me. Oh, the troll is back. The one that had ambushed us at a passage. Fairly simple. I would love for one of them to drop a piece of armor, because I absolutely love that outfit. Alas. Okay. Alright, one by one. Come on. I want to parry at least one of them. Yeah, there we go. And you? Fucking hell. Chill out. Tree and Beast Surcoat. Okay, that's new. Armor worn by soldiers loyal to Godrick the Grafted. The surcoat depicts the distant Earth Tree and the Beast Regent, an emblem of the golden lineage. Both are symbols of glory now past. Is it better or worse than what we have? Oh, it's the same one. Yeah, I thought it was the same one. There are a few armor sets in this game that look kind of similar, though. So I can never tell. Arrow's Reach Talisman. Okay. Talisman depicting 3 arrows carried by hunters of beasts. Increases the effective range of bows. Okay. Well, we don't really use a bow, so we'll leave it. I mean, we won't leave it. We'll take it, but we won't put it on. I'm not going to mess with the wolves. I don't really feel the need to kill every single wolf in this game, so we'll just move on. For whatever reason, the ruin is still marked in the map, so I'm going to remove that. And yeah, we'll just follow that road to the castle. I think there are a few locations along the way. Like, there's this one shack, I think, with a quite important NPC. So let's go and unlock that. And I think there's also a trader that sells different weapon arts. If you wanted to, for example, like change whatever it is on your weapon currently. So I think the one that we have currently on this weapon, I don't really use that much. So I could do with changing that to something else, actually. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. Sit down. Sit. Okay, any more? I might as well kill them, the rest of them now. Yeah, come on. Let's do it. I don't think that's all of them. We didn't get our flasks back, so I'm guessing there's more somewhere hiding. But like I said, I'm not really bothered about killing every single wolf in this game, so we can just move on. Flasks. Add charge to a flask. 2 golden seeds. Yeah, so we have another charge to our flasks. I think that's 6 healing ones and 1 focus one. Yeah, that's good. Level up. That's not enough. Although if I use some runes, maybe I'll be able to level up. But we'll see how it goes. Stone Sword Key. That's always handy. And there she is. Let's have a look around first. Yeah, okay, well, there she is.
Everyone's been grafted. Everyone who came with me. They crossed the sea for me. They fought for me. Only to have their arms taken. Their legs taken. Even their heads taken. Taken and stuck to the spider. Did you know? If you're grafted by the spider, you become a chrysalid. It's quite a lark when you think about it.
When you're grafted by the spider, you become a chrysalid. Okay.
You're all on your own, are you? And heading to Stormveil Castle? Enticed by the one in the white mask, I suppose? Oh, you've come to be one with the spider? Well, that makes us 2 peas in a pod. But I don't have your courage. It's scary, you know, having your arms cut off. Or legs. Or your head. I want to be like everyone else, but I'm just too scared. I'm nothing but a craven.
Damn, she needs to stop beating herself up so much.
I know. Can you take this little one along with you?
Spirit jellyfish ashes.
The poor thing deserves someone braver than myself. and the spirits look rather fondly upon you. It'll be glad of your company, I think, the little un.
Anything else?
It was a pleasure to see you. Oh, can you pass on a message for me? If you see the little chrysalids in Stormveil Castle, tell them I love them. And that, despite my craven heart, I'm sure I'll be joining their club soon enough. I'm finally getting the hang of this whole pain thing, you know?
That is the bleakest thing. The bleakest line in this game, by far, I think. I'm getting used to this pain, you know?
It was a pleasure to see you.
Fucking hell.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm finally getting...
Okay. That got really quick. Right, so what do we have? Do we have... we need 2,000. So yeah, I'm going to use... Well, let's have a look, actually. To level up, we need 2,000 and about 300. So... 1,600? Yeah, we can definitely do that. I'm going to use one of those. And 3 of the smaller ones. Okay, so that should be enough. I can't remember what I was going to level up next. So, strength 18, dexterity 16. Yeah, that's right, that's right. I think I was going to get strength up to 20, possible. Oh, I'm missing some more runes. Do I have anything to kill around here? Let's have a look. No. Oh well. Just one. Yeah, there we go. Then, okay. We could go up to the castle, or we could go and explore down this way. I mean, that stretches out a fair bit. So, nah, I'm gonna go straight to the castle, I think. Yeah, let's just try to clear out the Stormveil Castle this stream. Got some dudes. How's it going? Whack! And you. And you. Yeah, I think we're doing quite well on the damage situation. I think we're dealing a lot of damage with this weapon at the moment. So we should be fine. I can hear another loot bug again. Can't see one. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's gonna run into the soldiers, though. I can just tell. It's gonna lead to a trap. Not if I kill it first. Wild strikes. Cool. There was an NPC here. Yeah, let's go and kill this guy. Let's try to avoid the main path. Seems reasonable, right? Okay. Okay, everyone is here now. Fuck. Okay, that's kind of fucked. Eesh. Okay, so the guy with the trumpet, even though you are not taking the main path towards the castle, if he notices you and he blows his trumpet, you might as well have gone the main path. Really. Because then everyone from that area is going to gang up on you anyways. So it doesn't make that much difference. So, is it possible to sneak up on him? Is my question. I think he's already... Yeah, they already saw me. Like, how the fuck has this guy behind him already seen me from all that distance? That's fucking Eagle Eye. I mean, the man's gonna get promoted. Alright. You next. There's someone behind me. Yep. Slowly but surely, that's everyone dying along the way. We're making progress, definitely. I thought the one with the spear was one of the stronger soldiers, but I think they're all fairly normal around here. Let me see if I can sneak up on one of them. Actually, oh, this guy. Yeah, you're going down first. Foot Soldier Greaves, okay. I want to parry him. You cannot parry a shield. I also don't want to waste this progress as well. Yeah, I need to practice some parrying in this game. That's so difficult. The slower attacks are so much more difficult to parry. Anyways, I'm bored. Yeah, so I don't think I've missed anything from here. I'm gonna just to make sure, I'm gonna clear out the rest of them and see if there's any chests or loot I've missed from the main path. Now that Ballista is out of commission, we don't really have to worry about much. Okay, got our flasks back as well. Might as well use them. Although I'm pretty sure there is a sign of grace just inside the castle. So if you go back, there should be one just inside. I'm pretty sure there is a room to the left, straight after you enter. Or not. No, there it is, look. Yeah, that's it. Oh, yeah, there is another boss in the way. There's Margit. Forgot about that one. It's basically like somewhat a little bit friendly version of Godrick. Wondrous Physic. What have we got? Enhances charged attacks for a time. And temporarily boosts stamina in mixed physic. Okay, that's what we need. Yeah, let's go. Oh, we have... Who's this? Sorcerer Rogier. Okay, we could summon an NPC. I mean, I'm not a fan of summoning other players to help me out. NPCs are a different story because it feels like a part of the story, you know? Because you do actually meet those characters in the game. You speak to them, they have their own quest lines and stuff. So summoning them for a boss fight, it feels like you are learning about their steps along their story, you know? But I want to give it a go just for myself first. Look at this place. I mean, it's so beautiful. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's so pretty, this place. It's so cool. If I remember correctly, there is some loot just off the bridge somewhere.
Foul tarnished. In search of the Elden Ring.
Bro. This guy's dialogue is the best.
By the
Flame of ambition. What a line. Flame of ambition. Yeah. Anime entrance checked.
Someone must extinguish thy flame.
Bro.
Let it be Margit.
The writing. Okay. I cannot remember any of this fight. Any of the moves. So... Oh yeah, they got those magical projectiles, the sorcery projectiles. You can parry him though, I think. Maybe not their spells, but the sword, definitely. Also, physic? Yeah, sick. Are you gonna go for it? No? Gonna back out? That's cool. Oh, just about. I was going to go for a parry. It didn't work out. I need to parry. Yeah. Knowing how to parry Margit makes this fight so much easier. Ooh. The animation was not my friend. Oh shit.
Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
Okay. Okay. No, I think we can do this. Don't! You fucking dare. Yeah, there's another enemy in this fight as well, which I think a lot of people forget about when they take on this fight initially, and it is literally they can fall off this bridge. So I'm also trying to be mindful of where I roll to. Do I have any other consumables? No. I was trying to throw a potter in, and the animation for it, like the way it triggers, it feels quite slow. And that threw me off balance, like, of the dynamics so much. I don't really know why I wanted to throw a pot in. It's not like it would have done all that much, I don't think, but it's just something I wanted to give it a go. Right, so what do we have? We have pots, we have darts. I don't need darts at the moment. We have fire grease, and we have exalted flesh. So we've got one of those. I also want to have pickled turtlenecks as well, because they boost stamina recovery, and that's quite key. Item crafting. We could make some more exalted fleshes, and I think that's pretty much all we need. Yeah, we can make one more. Other than that, I think we are fine. I'm going to go back to the Flask of Wondrous Physic again, because that's a good default one to have in this fight. Actually, I'm going to keep it for later on. What I could use, though, is fire grease. I should have done that before I entered the arena, to be fair. I'm not sure how much extra damage the fire does, actually. I don't think it does all that much, to be fair. I'm trying to figure out the parries. What?
Thou art of passing skill.
Passing skill. How is the skill passing?
Run in thy veins.
You either have the skill or you don't. It's not like it's a temporary skill. Oh yes, you have temporarily become really good at doing this thing. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, run and heal a bit. And he does that, yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, so we know now that the fire grease does about another 24 extra points of damage, which, in all honesty, isn't that much. Oh, yeah, so when you swing your weapon, it does a 360 area of attack. Yeah, sure. And yet my attacks miss, even though you're about the size of a fucking castle yourself. Wah! Oh, fuck. I've always struggled to read his combos when they end. It is what it is. Now everyone watching will be like, oh, I wonder who's going to actually cave in and get Rogia to come out. Let me just make sure that the stream is working. Yeah. So what have you learned? Not all that much, really. What we always learn in boss fights is to not be too greedy. And it's so difficult to not be greedy sometimes. One, two. I think 2 attacks is good. Yeah, 2 attacks is just enough to get away. Okay, so that's the timing on that one is a bit more difficult to read. I need to scratch my face. Oh, thank God for that.
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
I always get this during boss fights when I get really focused on something, like a boss fight, especially a boss fight. My foot, my face, my forehead always starts to itch. Which is great. Oh, my neck has joined in now as well. It's always great because, especially in games that you cannot pause. Because, you know, working out the dynamic of the fight with 2 hands was not bad enough. So now you have to take intervals where you only use 1 hand. Great. Yeah. Please don't do that. No. It's that greed. It's the greed. I fucking hate those attacks. They've done them in the most annoying way ever. They knew that if they slow them down and make them really weird in terms of timing, it's gonna throw people off. Oh, so I see you've been playing the game for about 10 hours now, and you've gotten used to people having a very easy to follow and reasonable rhythm to their attacks and movements. Well, how about we put this guy, whose combos are bigger than anything you've seen so far, and also his timing is going to be off. So yeah, fuck you. That's what. I mean, the good news is we haven't got any more flasks to kill ourselves with. That's it. Oh my god. I was gonna say, if I've messed that one up, I could have gone back to the Site of Grace and maybe removed the focus flask and added to the healing flasks.
Cower in fear of the night. The hands of the fell omen shall brook thee no quarter.
No quarters. Yeah, I can't remember if there was somewhere along this bridge where you can drop down and get some extra loot. I can't remember that. Maybe it's like later on another location altogether. Anyways, we have a talisman pouch, small withered bag, knitted by hand, bestowed upon the ruling lord, or those attempting to become lord, by the elderly finger reader. Increases talisman equip slots. As the voices of the two fingers, finger readers are said to live lives eternal, and one is even supposed to have served as a wet nurse to royalty. So we don't really equip it, we just kind of, it just expands our talisman slots, so we can have 2 now. We have a few of those now. Yeah, raises maximum HP, stamina, and equip load. We'll go for that one. Tree favor. So that mixed in with our axe talisman, which enhances charged attacks, is yeah, it's gonna work well with a build. Other than that, I think we'll be able to get like 1 extra level on that fight. Level up. Strength to 20, yep. On we go. Let me just have a look to the side. Yeah, that just falls to death. So it's not here, and it's not going to be on this side either. Well, there's a little bit here, but it's not what I meant. Oh well. And this is the bit I remember before this game came out, and you saw trailers and gameplay. Wait, hang on a minute. There's another set of grace. Oh yeah, this is like the 100 meters run where you have one in that tower, another one once you beat Margit, and another one just here. I don't know why, just in case, I guess. Which is quite funny because in games like Dark Souls, you know, you go on for so long before you even found a new bonfire. And there are some locations in this game where the sites of grace are just everywhere. They're so... they're everywhere. I knew there was a place where I... yeah, we could do this. Hang on a minute. I do seem to have a lantern. Where would it... There we go. So if I do this, we don't need to carry a torch anymore to be able to see in darkness. Fire grease, and that goes this way. I mean, yeah, screw it. We're here now. Where does that go? Oh, back here. Yeah. And if we go this way, it takes us to the castle, I think. Or not. Well, either way, what we can do is just fast travel back to where we need to go, which is the main gate. I remember this place, yes, I remember when the game was being teased and trailered and stuff before it came out, and they were showing this section of the game being like, oh, you have so much choice in how you approach the locations. It's like, you meet this NPC and it tells you, look, you can go through the main gate, but you'll just be shot at and you'll die. Or you can go through here and survive. And I remember, like, everyone's brain was just, like, melted by this fact. They were like, oh my god, there are multiple paths in a From Software game. Jesus Christ. Hey Ron, how are you doing? Good to see you again. How's the game? It's Elden Ring. It's solid, you know. It's yeah, it's a classic. Did well so far. We've just beaten one of the bosses in this castle.
You're tarnished.
So we are on track. How are you?
I would advise against taking the main gate into the castle. It's tightly guarded by hardened old hands. Oh, try the opening right here. The guards don't know about it. You'll breach the castle undetected.
Very well, I guess so.
Yes,
Yeah, go on.
That's the spirit. You're just the kind of tarnished that I like. I pray for your success.
Yeah, From Software is a household name. Definitely. You know, like, I think I would hate to be a studio releasing a game in the same year as From Software whenever they drop anything like Dark Souls or, you know, Souls-likes, etc. Because you know for a fact that there is no chance that your game will win any awards that year because From Software is going to just grab all of it. It's just how it is, isn't it? Like, no matter what you do, your product is more than likely going to be overshadowed by From Software. Some smoothies. What flavour? I've not had a smoothie in a while. I've actually had my very first milkshake from McDonald's the other day. This is like the first one in 20 years, I think, since I was a kid. And yeah, this was the first milkshake I've had where I've used the paper straw. And honest to fucking God, I don't know how people do it. It's impossible. You cannot drink it with paper straw. It just doesn't work. Right. Can I actually survive this drop? Not even with the cotton shoes. Okay. No, it's good to see you, Miss Glocky. How you doing? Good to see you again. The sad thing about being an adult is you haven't got your parents give you chores anymore. You are the guy giving yourself chores. And then it's like, who do you rebel against? And then if you do rebel against yourself and you don't do your chores, it's like, oh, I'm depressed now because my house is a shithole. Blueberry, strawberry, goji, ashwagandha, spirulina. I've not heard of that one before. And coconut milk. That sounds really nice. Yeah, that's the kind of smoothie I would have. I love this sort of berry flavored smoothie drinks. Although what's annoying is like all the seeds that get stuck in your teeth after you've drunk it. Oh, hello, I see you. Where am I? Oh. Whack! So can I actually drop down this way? Oh, it's better off to just go this way, actually, and do it the proper way. I'm gonna go up here first, though, because that tower... I don't really remember much of this location in particular. I know these hawks are annoying. But other than that, I don't really remember much of what's here. Right, another set of grace, and that's the actual entrance that we will take to enter the castle. But for now, I want to go back here and actually see what we can pick up. Because I think there are a few items scattered around. Yeah, that's a set of grace. I'm doing fine, Glocky. It's all good. It's all good. Oh shit, yeah. Okay, chill out. I have to say the guard counter makes these enemies way more manageable. Still annoying, but manageable. What we got? Stormhawk feathers, flight pinion, and a smithing stone. The hard thing about being an adult is having to shape your own values and follow it. I mean, oh my god, right? Yeah. Yeah. I know. I don't know though. I think in terms of values and what I think is right or wrong, I've been the same for a very long time. Ever since I was a teenager. I think I'm a way more mature teenager now, but I'm still that same teenager in many ways. Is it my first time playing through the game? No, no, no. I've beaten it once when it came out, and I've not really played it much since. No sugar, no sweeteners. Prefer to go super healthy. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I wouldn't be able to allow a little bit of honey, but I think coconut milk is gonna probably like balance out the sourness of the fruit enough where it's gonna be like fine. Yeah, we don't do chores that as much. The place is a mess most of the time. It's, I mean, honestly, it's a good thing I've got a green screen because, Jesus Christ. There is a massive pile of clothes to my right leg just looking at me. Yeah, still there. I'd say I'm a tidy person, but I'm not... No, I'm a clean person. I like cleanliness, but tidy, not so much. I always struggle to maintain tidiness. But clean, you know, I'll keep shit clean. Level up. Probably not going to have enough runes, no matter how we cut it at the moment. Anyways, this is a fun bit. Just look at that view. I mean, it's interesting because on one hand, you cannot actually see that much from this view, but what you can see is impressive enough. And also, that's the location where we start the game. So it's nice to see it again and just see the same point of reference. You know, like when we were there, we were looking at this castle in the distance, and now we are here looking back at where we started. It's a cool reminder to just show you, you know, this is how far you've come. Especially after having beaten Margit, which is probably the hardest boss a casual player would have fought if they play the game correctly without knowing what to do and where to go, you know. So they would have been stuck at Margit for a couple of hours probably, and then they get to this place and they're like, oh, yeah, all the way here now, are we? It's a cool thing about this game. Just got whacked by a fire pot. Okay, so I think that's everyone dead on this, yep. Now, careful, because these servants, they do get up, and they do cause drama. Where's my lantern off? There we go. So I never know what I should do next. Should I go up and clear out the enemies that will potentially throw bombs at me from above? Or just stay down? I'm gonna go up, just to make sure. Yeah, there's this guy there who will throw a bomb and explode the barrels, yeah. So we're going to bait them into doing that. Actually, let me see if I can snipe this guy from all the way over here. Yeah, screw you. A glass shard. Uh-huh. This is locked. Now let's go here. Saint Trina's arrows. I think those are the arrows that send people to sleep. And we have a noob over here. Whack! And another whack. Smoldering butterfly and a mushroom. So that goes higher up. I don't want to go higher up just yet, so let's go back and see what else we can find. Oh, we cannot go... Okay. I guess I could drop down... No, I couldn't drop down. It's too far away. Well, I guess we're going this way then. When I was a teen, I started to read on ancient civilization methods of rationality. I would say my opinion on most things changed in rather dramatic fashion as time went. Oh, I see what I mean, your rationality. Yeah, I think there have been a few things that probably have changed my mind on quite a lot as you grow up, but I don't know, yeah, I think it's just maturity, really. And I'm probably very similar in a lot of ways. It's just more mature about how I do things, I'd say. Then again, I think my tastes have changed quite a lot. In terms of, like, media and music, for example. I've always liked metal music, but I now like other genres as well, and I listen to bands I wouldn't really listen to before, even though they would fit into their metal catalogue of genres as well. Yeah, personality remained the same, but opinions changed. Okay. Hello. I mean, that's good. I think that's probably a way more safer thing to say than what I'm saying in terms of, like, not changing a lot, because it shows growth, definitely. So now we get the pleasure of starting this run all the way from down here. Yeah, this is honestly the bit in Stormveil Castle that I looked least forward to. There are more difficult bits in this castle. It's just, I never liked the layout of this particular location. Have you played Night Rain yet? I'd really suggest it if you like roguelike games. Ha, have I played Night Rain? One sec. I'm not gonna get it now. Yeah, yes, I have. I've pre-ordered the collector's edition with it, where you get, like, the big statue of, I can't remember the guy. The cool-looking guy. That's on the cover of the game. Yeah, I've played that a fair bit. Although I think, there are a lot of issues with that game. I think the sort of Souls-like formulas doesn't really lend itself too well to that kind of a gameplay. I'll explain in a second. So, are we safe? Yeah. So, I think the reason why... I mean, I like Night Rain. But I think what I'm trying to say is that the formula of a Souls-like game, like Elden Ring, for example, doesn't lend itself into that kind of an experience where you randomize the bosses and stuff like this every time you play, is because... So, in Dark Souls, in Elden Ring, you are stuck... When you get stuck at a boss, you retry the same boss over and over again, so you slowly learn its moves, the dynamic of its animation, and how to punish for its mistakes. And then eventually you overcome the boss, and you progress with the game. In Night Rain, every run is different. I mean, there are some similarities, surely, but if, for example, the boss that you fight on Night 1 will be different to what you might be fighting on Night 1 in another run. So let's say this boss has killed you. You might not encounter this boss again for another 10 games. So the time it takes for you to actually learn that boss and deal with it properly as a player, it takes way longer time. So It's fine for me, for example, because I've played all of the Dark Souls games, Demon Souls, and Elden Ring, so I kind of know most of the bosses. But I've been playing it with my friend who hasn't played most of the games. I think he's only played Elden Ring from Software Souls-likes. And yeah, you really struggled with a lot of these bosses because I think Night Rain just kind of assumed that players would have beaten those bosses before. So they wouldn't need to have this repetitive nature of gameplay. Where actually, you know, I think that makes the game a lot less approachable to, you know, newcomers. So I think that's the main issue with Night Rain. There he is. I'll just have my runes, thank you. You want to do this, don't you? Okay. And this is basically... isn't that just the... What were the Dark Knights from Dark Souls 1? I can't remember what they were called, but that's pretty much the same... movement. Rusty key opens a locked door in Stormveil Castle. So I think we have found that room before. And it was locked. Curved sword talisman. What does that one do? A talisman depicting a curved sword and a swordsman. Enhances guard counters. Ooh! Okay. It is said that a blind swordsman was the originator of this technique. The art of allowing one's opponent to strike so as to leave them vulnerable to a well-timed reply. I wonder if that's a reference to one of the bosses from Demon Souls. Because there was a blind boss in that game, which just, yeah, it punished you more than actually... It didn't really engage with you. It just really punished you whenever you made a sound. But that's a really good talisman for us in our build. I use guard counters all the time. This build is essentially guard counter the class, the build. Okay. So the room we want to unlock is down here. I've still not grabbed that item over there. One sec. Can I just jump from... Yeah, I can. I have also not explored the entirety of the first floor. Just realised. Hook claws. Weapon worn on the first comprised of sharp parallel blades, favoured by those who lurk in the dark. Restorations cause blood loss with great effect. Claw weapons come in pairs, and two-handing this weapon will equip it in both hands. That's pretty cool. And that scales with dexterity. We could use it. But, yeah. I prefer my sword. It doesn't allow you to learn as efficiently as Elden Ring. The whole game is also MG based. For example, to get a really good run in Night Rain, you need to get lucky, unlike Elden Ring. I know, it's like, it's actually quite funny sometimes how frustratingly bad some of the runs can be, and then the next one will be absolutely amazing. It's so random. It doesn't really work that well for newcomers. I think they were called Banished Knights. So, oh, I can't remember. Maybe, yeah. I remember doing Pyromancer build in Dark Souls 3 and finding Smoldering Lake area. Oh yeah, and then suddenly you realise that none of the enemies are taking any damage from you because they're all covered in fire. Although Pyromancer's builds in Dark Souls games are normally quite fun to play. For the majority of the game, yeah. I mean, that's the thing about those games. It's like you always get to a point, to an area where whatever your build is not really as sufficient anymore as it would have been thus far. So it throws you off a little bit, so you have to kind of like learn a new trick, which I think is a nice way of making the game engaging. I've just realised we've not completed this section. Oh, never mind. I'm glad Dark Souls series has such a cultural influence. True gift. Yeah, but it's so weird, wasn't it? How just like it came out. I mean, I remember when, well, Demon Souls came out, and it didn't do anywhere near as well as Dark Souls 1. And Dark Souls 1 comes out, and suddenly it doesn't do that well for the first few months, I don't think. But then suddenly just gets this traction out of nowhere. Just kind of suddenly gets this massive traction. And it is the most spoken about game in years. And yeah, it just becomes this massive thing. How do I get over there? Oh, for fuck's sake, who? Sister Freed and her third stage. Honest to God. Yeah, that was not a good one. I really struggled with her anyways. So then the third phase, when that kicked in, I was like, oh, I'm done here. I actually had to go for a walk, and I've not played the game for a couple of days because I was just like, I cannot do this. It's actually too much. He agrees. Again, how do I get over there? Oh! That was interesting. That completely threw off my guard counter. That was a weird move. I mean, the whole point of having a ranged weapon is to stay at range and not walk towards me and then shoot me in the face. Brick hammer. Okay. I am still missing one item, I think. It is that. Not sure. Not sure. I can't remember how to get to it. Yeah, Sister Frieda was just... I'm actually surprised that she's not as spoken about as, you know, what's her name? Melania in Elden Ring. Because I think that was just so much more to it, you know? That's not the way. That's not the way also, because that doesn't go all the way there. Unless you jump it across. Although, I think that's stupid. That's pretty silly. Do you know what? The terrible thing about this one is, by the time any of you says don't do it, the latency, I would have done it already. I lived. That's good. Which boss do they find the most challenging in base game Elden Ring? It has to be Melania. Like, she's so quick, and every time she attacks you, she heals herself. So it's so easy to, like, you know, take some hits in and be very careful about fighting her and, you know, trying to remain calm and collected and, you know, very careful. But then, like, she just gets an opening, and suddenly she lands, like, 20 attacks, and she's healed again. Yeah. I think that one is also quite psychological in a lot of ways. You know, it's just like... It's different. It's a very different boss compared to all the other ones, I think. Because you are way more afraid to screw up, because you know that when you do screw up and she gets an opening, it undoes your progress in that fight. Where, for example, if you fight someone like, let's just say Godrick or Radahn, no matter what happens, the damage that you've dealt to them will still be there. So you're not really missing anything. But I've also struggled with Radahn. Yeah, when I first... And to be fair, if you watched the stream already, you would have heard it, this story, a few times already. You know, when I fought Radahn, he was still... that was still before they've nerfed him in the patches. And I really, really struggled against him. And then literally like the next day after I've beaten him, they've nerfed him quite a fair bit. So that was great. What's the message? Jumping required ahead. Oh, really? Oh, really? Do you think? Yeah, that sounds about right. That doesn't actually go anywhere, does it? No, that's, no. That's a silly message. Let's not listen to a silly message. Yeah, very, very lucky, Dan. I know. Yeah, they've nerfed Radahn, and they've also beefed up the weapon I was using as well in a later patch. Should I? Yeah, I don't really think so. Oh, hello. It's the greed again. Ooh, banished knight armor. Altered. Thick, full of set of armor, covering the entire body. This armor was worn by knights who, whether by misfortune or misdeed, were forced to abandon their homes. These fierce warriors were each and all accomplished. Perhaps that is why, despite their territorial losses, they were still named knights. I cannot wear it because that will make me go into heavy load. Although that'd be good to wear. But yeah, heavy load. It's going to ruin my rolls, etc. Unless I could maybe mitigate it with wearing lighter gauntlets and greaves. Still heavy load. Okay, never mind. The lift is not functional, is it? No, it won't be. A good counter for Melania is Melika's Black Blade. Its Ash of War decreases the enemy's max HP. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I can see that how that would work quite well. So then, yeah, so then essentially, like, even though she would heal herself, after each attack she would have a smaller health bar. Yeah, that would kind of, yeah, that'd work quite well. So you'd have to you'd have to fight Melikev before you would find Melania for that strat to work. Let's go up first. I mean, there is a Site of Grace here somewhere. I'm sure there is. Yeah, Melania. It came to a point where I just kind of had enough, and I've used the Mimic. Even with Mimic, though, she was still pretty difficult to kill. I should not be here. There's definitely a Site of Grace somewhere I should have found by now. I'm gonna go down. There it is. Site of Grace. Okay, so I think it might be a shout to level up my stamina a bit more so that we can actually wear heavy armor as well. So we need about 1300 runes to level up. Let's have a look. 1300. Okay, so that's 400. And we need 2 of those. 2 or 3 of those. Yeah, 3. Endurance, that's the one. So that's more stamina and also more equip load. Yeah. So that's the main body of the castle. This way. Or is it? Not quite, is it? No. Anyways, before we do this bit, I'm going to go back and go up as we did a minute ago, because there's a bunch of areas that we can explore from all the way up there. Okay. Exile Greaves, nice. Let's have a look at the Greaves. Damage Iron Greaves, won by soldiers sent to the penal colonies. Oh, penal colonies. Do you know what? I'm gonna put these on. Put these on and see if we can do that now. It's still heavy load, okay. Heavy load. If you have allowed me to literally walk in front of you and then slowly walk behind you to do a backstab, you either had a death wish or you completely deserved it. Whack. Yeah, let's clear out this area first, and then we'll go and jump across the roofs. I tried to get both of them in one hit. It didn't work. Yo, Adam, how you doing? How did Margit fight go? It went pretty well. I think I've killed him in the second try. Second or third try. Yeah, it was actually quite nice. It's crazy though how that fight is so different to whatever you would have found in a game by that point, you know, like the attacks, they're all a bit weird with timing and stuff, and the combos are so difficult to read as well, where it feels like every other enemy up until that point was just pretty, you know, straightforward. It challenges the play in so many different ways. Oh, and also the sorceries that he does as well. Yeah. So do I cannot remember all the paths you can take from here. So I'm gonna take my time. So that goes somewhere. Yeah. That goes somewhere as well, but I cannot remember how to get to that point. So that's the... Okay, so the side of grace is in there. So we can move on from this side. So, jump back onto this wall, and I think it's this way we have to go. Yeah. Is that an item or a message? Can't tell. Okay, so we could go down this way. A bunch of people died on that tower. Probably just from falling. Actually, before we go... Oh, fuck. In there, I'm going to jump down here and see what that item is. Okay. We can jump onto that roof after. So that doesn't go anywhere. That's where we've come from. Okay. Item. Smithing Stone 2. Oh! As if... I never knew you could see that all the way from up here. That is mental. That's so cool. I'm not going to say what it is because just in case anyone watching haven't played this game before, so... It's a massive spoiler. It's so cool. Another item this way. Oh! Oh yeah, the fucking flamethrower things now. These are basically a Warhammer enemy. I mean a fantasy Warhammer. That's it. Ow. Oh, my eyes gone all twitchy and stuff. That's weird. Yeah, I'm not a fan of those birds in this game. But yeah, those birds, like, they remind me of, I'm not sure what they're called because I'm not really that up to date on, like, Warhammer stuff, but the Fantasy Warhammer, I think it's the Dwarves, the Dwarf faction, that have these kind of units in it. I'm speaking about, like, Total War 3, for example. These, like, flying birds that are spitting fire somehow, like, that's a very Warhammer thing to do. Is this the way we went? No, but we'll take it. Sounds okay. Right, where is this bird at? There you are. This is definitely more stressful than Margit. No! Oh, you... Yeah, so Margit killed me once. This one bird killed me twice now. I am used to pain now. It's just down there, isn't it? Okay. Easy. Dozing cross-legged. I could never do that. Can you imagine doing that at my age of 32? Dozing off while being sat like this with your neck all the way down. Like, I literally couldn't move for like the next 2 months if I did that. Silly, silly notion. There is so much to do around here. It's actually, like, disorientating on, like, how many paths you have to explore from this place. Oh, this place as well. Is this where I want to go? I'm here, so might as well just go this way then. Oh shit. Backstab. Hell yeah. So that goes down there. We can open it with a stone sword key, I think. Yeah, that's the path. There's another path over here. Oh, no. No. Hot Crest Wooden Shield. That looks pretty cool, actually. Let's have a look at that. I could do with a new shield. So it's better in some ways, worse in other ways. I mean, the physical is increased on that one. Let's have a read. Tall, medium-sized wooden shield, light for its size and easy to handle, adorned with a long-forgotten crest of Stormveil, ancient in design. Screw it. Hell yeah. Whack! Iron Wet Blade. What does that do? Wet Blade with a cipher engraved can be used as a whetstone knife. When applying an affinity using Ashes of War, an additional affinity of heavy, keen, or quality can be chosen. Oh, cool. Misericordia. I butchered that, I know. Dagger favoured by military physicians in white. The pointed blade is hard and sharp, making critical hits especially potent. Medicine is mercy, and mercy upon the battlefield is ruthless. Beware the killers clothed as men of compassion. Oh! So the doctors in the military in this game, they wouldn't really treat the wounded, they would just put them out of misery with those kind of blades. It's a cool bit of lore for you. Can I go down death ahead, all the more no jumping overhead? Well, thank you, yeah, I mean, yeah. But now, we do have to go through the crazy room with the crazy spider person. Okay, I'm gonna heal for that one. I'm gonna throw a pot at it as well. Wah! Did absolutely nothing. It's so creepy because it has this, like, fairly attractive face attached to it that is just so motionless and dead. Let's be honest. Let's just be real for a sec, right? I'm not gonna kill that, am I? At least not right now. I need to have I need to know how to get here to give this a go. I'll come back to it later on. No, you go away. I'm gonna try this. Can I just cheese him? He moved. Oh. Oh, yeah, I could absolutely cheese him. Oh, yeah. How many arrows do I have? 31. Okay, maybe not enough arrows for this, but... yeah, it's doable. Ooh. See, now that I've done some damage to him, I'm tempted to finish him off. Exalted Flesh and Turtleneck is a must. Yeah. Oh. What are you doing under there? Silly man. Come on. Let's have it then. Okay. Anything else to add, or? Oh, thank you. Okay, I understand. Whoa, fuck! Run! Whew. Okay, I've got no more flasks. But at least that's down. I'm not sure if that's the one of the enemies that doesn't respawn when you die or rest or whatever. But we've done it once, so we can now explore this room. And there are a few items to pick up here. Highland Axe. Cool. So that's one of the bosses in this game later on. That's the first Elden Lord in the lore of this game. He's pretty cool. He's got a fucking lion as a pet. Right, so... is it just 2 dogs in here? Seems quite minimal. Yeah, come on. Let's have you. Whack! Lumber Flesh. Chrysalids Memento. And Golden Rune. And a massive slain troll. I mean, is it a troll? Is it a giant? I can't remember. Either way, he's yeah, he's dead. He is gone. Ah, so you're more of a tactical fighter than one that likes to show off neat skills. Absolutely. I mean, it's impressive to watch people do that. But if you are of a very modest skill set, then you definitely want to be tactical. I like the worlds they make, and the art style is awesome, but I could never really get into the games. Too prone to getting enraged every time I lost. Yeah, I think this is why I'm so careful when I play this game and so tactical. Because I think when you play it in this way, it makes the game not easier, but less frustrating, I think. Because when you die, you can then tell, oh, I've died because I've made this mistake, so next time I'm not going to do it. If you just go in and trying to pull off all the craziest moves and parrying every single enemy you encounter, it's like, yeah, that's where it gets annoying, I think. Memento left by the Chrysalids sacrificed for grafting. A brooch wrapped in a red velvet. Traces of blood are visible. Faintly visible spirits try to convey something, but the voices cannot be heard. So we have met an NPC before we've entered the castle. And she asked us to say hi to the chrysalids that are in the castle. Well, now we have the proof that they're all dead. Because we got the memento. So, they're here somewhere. In this pile. Is that the lift? That is indeed the lift. But no, the worlds in From Software games are amazing. I mean, you know, especially like Elden Ring, it was written by George R.R. Martin, so, you know, it is going to be very high class. Okay. Not even enough runes to level up. Before you go anywhere, I'm actually going to go back to the roof and see what else we can explore from there. Because that's only one of the paths that we could have taken from the roof. Yeah, whatever. Thank God. The thing I got most frustrated at was loss of souls. If I kept the souls after dying or lost like 25% of them or so, I'd probably have less issues with the games. Dark Souls is the only one I completed. Huh. I don't know. I think like Dark Souls is probably like one of the more unforgiving ones. Probably should have an easy time with Elden Ring, really. I think Elden Ring in many ways is the most newcomer friendly and more the most approachable one, I think. So for example, in Dark Souls, when you die, you have to do the run from the beginning all the way back from the bonfire. Where in Elden Ring, you have Stakes of Marika, which serve as checkpoints just outside of like boss arenas, etc. So in many ways, like, the game doesn't punish you anywhere near as much as it would in Dark Souls. So I don't know, if you've not tried it, I'd give it a go, definitely. Dark Souls 2 I just didn't like playing. I mean, that's the worst one for many people. And I have to say, that's the one with the most bullshit. Yeah, I think that's the one with the least charm out of the three. And again, that's the one where Miyazaki was not really involved in its initial production. It's only the re-release edition of the game. Was it Scholar of the First Sin or Prepare to Die? I can't remember. But that's when Miyazaki came in and was like, okay, let me just fix what you guys did. Because clearly, if I take a day off, you guys don't know what to do. Depicting a claw and an assassin enhances jump attacks. The assassins of Ravenmount are killers by trade. They assail their victims while dressed as birds of prey. I believe there is another item here somewhere. Try backstepping. Are you for real? Hmm. Hmm. I've missed something on that tower. Or maybe not. Yeah, it's been on sale a few times now, Elden Ring. So you can grab it sometimes for a nice grab it for a nice discount. To be fair. Okay, we are back here. We could go back to the building where the spider was, or we could go and see what we can find along this way. I'm gonna leave the house where the spider was for last, because I think that's how we progress through the location. This is the side stuff. Oh yeah, massive AoE wind attack. Killed by farts. Stormwing Bone Arrow. And a crossbow of simple make, usable by anyone, but lacking in both power and accuracy. Bolts must be equipped to use a crossbow. That's a good pointer, isn't it? You must have ammunition to use your ranged weapon. Hidden paths? Right. Where does that take me? I don't think it takes me anywhere interesting. Oh, actually, yeah, let's see. Let's see where that goes. Because it does loop back to where we need to go. Oh, yeah, that place. Okay. There's going to be a lot of pain coming up soon. Yeah, Darktide is actually pretty sick as well. I used to play it quite a lot with my friend. But then for some reason, I don't know what it was, but it just started not really playing with on my PC for some reason. I don't know what it was, but it was just like it would constantly just glitch out and freeze. So I gave up. And I'm not sure they fixed it since. Every now and then I'll like reinstall it just to see if it works now, but yeah, it seems to be weird. There are two of these here, right? There's this one that's coming towards us now, and there's another one just behind that wall. So this is a trap, because as a player, you might be inclined to just rush in and trying to fight this guy. But as you do that, you just aggro the other one, making this thing so much more difficult. yeah. Those fucking wind attacks. Any more AoE attacks would you like in your combo? Like just cover the whole fucking map with your bullshit? Having fun with the Zealot. To be fair, that was the class I went with initially, but I just found the voice acting of the Zealots a bit too over the top. It was just annoying me while I was playing, so I went to the soldier class, who was the most sort of mentally stable one, I think, out of the bunch. What are the big ones? They're basically like Shreks in that game. Ogrins, was it? Like, the voice acting for those guys is incredible. Both acting and the scripts. So good. Is this where I'm gonna find out that I cannot enter the room that we are going to now because I haven't got the key? That seems very likely. I could jump down there, but I'm not gonna do that. That's a bit silly. Yay! Arrows! What is that? Is that just a pond that doesn't really do anything? They just build this massive pond in here just for the sake of it. I want to see my Stormhawk arrows. Stormwing bone arrow. Arrow whittled from animal bones, fletched with Stormhawk feathers. Flies enshrouded in storm winds, breaking enemy stances and guards with ease. Ooh! That's pretty cool. I do like playing large species in other games. Also, I like the idea of the Hulk in Warhammer 40k universe. Yeah. It's like Warhammer does it, whether it's the fantasy or 40k one, like, Warhammer does big, bulky people really well. It's just... And watching Ogrins do what they do, just smashing people with their massive clubs, is so cool. Excuse me, how do I enter? Huh. So that is the doorway, which is blocked currently. How do I enter? So... That's not going to tell me anything, is it? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to maybe look it up because that's the one I've always struggled with. That entering that room that we just couldn't enter. I can never remember how to get to it. It is like around here, I think. More or less on this side of things. Do you know what we could do? We could clear out this whole path here. That is normally a pain in the ass to get through. Since we've done most of the work already. So yeah, let's go and do that. What is the best point of entry there? I cannot remember. There we go. Now this one is a bit difficult because there are a lot of ballistas just pointed at us at this point, so we need to be careful and quick. There's one. Arbalest. Nice. It is a shame that we cannot use those ballistas. That would have been fun. Have one back. Whack! That's how you do it. Right, yeah, we have to drop down now. Oh shit, it's this bit. And we haven't got any more healing items. That's gonna suck. Big time. Ah! I'm gonna be a maverick. And we'll go this way. And see if we can open the gate. And just storm it head on. Let's have a look. You, open the gate.
Oh, hello. Glad to see you're safe. I've come into some fine goods.
Some
Turns
fine goods.
out we can't use a one of them. Perhaps you'd like to take them off my hands.
What you got? Nothing really useful to us. I want to use the main gate, please.
Of course, I understand. When you approach the gates, I'll signal them to open. It's only your neck on the line after all.
Let's do it. It's gonna suck.
The gates! Open the gates!
Oh yeah, I remember now. That's yes. Move! No. Okay. It's all under control now. It's all good. We're having fun again. We are just having fun playing video games again right now. It's all good. Look how much fun we are having right now. Alright, cool. So that's taken care of, so we will not be getting shot as much now. So we can go back to the gate and actually pick up some items. And I also saw a room from over here. Yeah, this room. And it's got a site of grace as well. Golden rune. That's the mechanism to open the gate, I think. We can't use it now because it's already been opened for us, but it is what it is. And that drops down to the guy. Yeah, the merchant, is that where he is? I think so. Anyways, touch grace. It's all good now. Equip my lantern as well, just so I can see where I'm going. Now, where are we? Commoner's simple garb. Cool. Garb with a modest cloth cape attached. Standard wear for commoners of the lands between. The board hung from the neck depicts a sprawling tree, its roots and branches forming two halls. This is a self-imposed shackle, a voluntary display of allegiance to the Urge Tree that increases faith. Okay, so if I equip it, will that change my stats? It does by 1 point, actually. Yeah, that's interesting. Anyways. Yeah, that's the trader guy. Okay. Oh, there's another one. Missed him. There you are. Now, I guess the next objective should be to get our runes as quickly as possible. I think the literally is behind those three. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Nearly there. Nearly back with our runes. We could go this way. But that would be a bit silly currently. So let's just continue down this path. At least so we can pick up our runes. Okay, so none of them have a crossbow. At least not currently, so that's something. Oh my god. Okay, so that's one last heal. That's going to be enough to get our runes back, but I don't think we can push on any further past this gate because we will just get shot. Yeah, so from this point, I think it'll be safer to go back to the tower. I don't think there is anywhere else we could go from the tower. No, it's just this path, yeah. Level up. We need like 2 grand. I don't think we have enough. Let's have a look. Oh no, we do. Okay. So use that, and I'm gonna use... one of those, and one of the small ones I think that should be enough. Yeah. Actually, one of the same. Endurance. Yeah, so we can wear heavy armor. And do more attacks as well. So let's have a look at equipment. Can I wear it now? It's still heavy load. Okay. What if... Nah, I like my charge attacks. I'm going to keep them there. As they are. Right. Let's go this way. More birds. But I don't think they're those annoying ones. They're the normal ones. Oh, saying that, he just literally just threw a barrel at me. The thing that makes them easier compared to the fire-breathing ones is that when you heavy attack them, it does actually stagger them to the ground. Do I have any fire arrows? Ooh. Hell yeah. Whack! And you get one as well. How did you miss? It is annoying how there's a lot of enemies in this game that seem like every single one of their attacks seems to be an AoE attack for some reason, somehow. And then you get our attacks that would just like miss the enemy right in front of you. Like, how does that work? So does that mean the bird is dead? No, it's still alive. You've only survived like an explosion of 20 barrels. It's, yeah, it's completely fine. This is the big cathedral place, isn't it? Yes, it is. We can drop down. Before we do that, I want to go out here and just see if there aren't any items just laying around. We've not been down there, but we will be there soon, actually. Okay, we can descend this way. So it just loops back in a lot of ways from here. There's an item this way. Cookery. Okay. So there should be an NPC here. Yeah, Roger.
Ah, nice to meet you. The pleasure's mine. Roger is the name. A sorcerer, as you might have guessed. I'm looking for a little something here in the castle. When I'm not hot-footing it from the troops, that is. But enough about me. What are you doing here in Stormveil Castle? This place is bristling with tarnished hunters, you know. They sacrifice our kind for grafting. Not exactly a place I'd stroll into without a purpose in mind.
I'm here to defeat Godrick.
I see. Here to challenge Godrick and lay your hands upon a great rune, are you? You can see it then, I take it. The guidance of grace. Well, enjoy it while you can. I'm tarnished, like you. But unlike you, I've seen neither hide nor hair.
Hello, Tarnished. I'm Tarnished.
Still, I won't forget how it felt when I first came here, to the lands between. I'm privy to a few magical battle arts. Would you care to learn one? As a fellow Tarnished, once guided by grace, I'd love to help you out, if it please.
Yeah, okay. I can't really cast any sorceries. I mean, I probably could if I wanted to, because we do have some staffs we could use. I'm just not interested. Okay, I guess this is the only way. Past these dudes. Go on then. So the trick with them is timing your attacks, your heavy attacks, so that they hit them before they get hit in, because that basically staggers their attack. Okay. That was fairly smooth. So that goes all the way down there. That's gonna be for another video, I think. Yeah, for now, I just want to stick to Stormveil Castle and get to Godrick and kill him in this stream, if possible. You never know how it's gonna go. I can hear the rain outside the window. It's going mental today. So the spider is gone. Good. So they don't respawn once you kill them. That's good. Well, at least this one doesn't. I think later on in the game they do respawn in some locations. That's the troll we saw earlier. And that goes this way. I feel like some birds will swoop down at some point. Item, enemy. fairly simple. A massive drop into nothingness. So this is above where we encountered those closed doors. And I think that is the main gate. Yeah, over this way. Right. This is a big chamber. What do we go around? We've been down there, so there's no point falling down to it. Yeah, let's just see what's inside this room. Another big enemy. Right, can I get a sneak attack? That would be very, very handy. He's going to turn around, isn't he? So before he gets up, heavy attack. There we go. And they only drop 400 runes, which is insanely low for how much of a pain in the ass they are. Interesting, because you can see their armor displayed in the castle as well. So, it's weird how they're banished, even though they are clearly celebrated. Mimic's Veil. Golden Veil of intricate design uses FP to mimic nearby objects. When Godrick was hounded from Leyndell, the royal capital, this was one of the multitude of treasures he took with him, also known as Marika's Mischief. So, okay, he got kicked out from the capital city, and he also nicked some treasures with him on the way out. That's very dodgy. Okay, so we are back where we fought the spider now. I think there is a locked door here. We haven't got the key, do we? Does not open from this side. Intriguing. What side does it open from then? So we have a few peasants over here. They don't really pose much of a threat. But ideally, we won't have them gang up on us because that's going to probably make them more dangerous. It is nice, though, that even though they look like they've been kept here as slaves because of all their shackles and stuff, you know, things on their... Not only the massive necklace thing with the two holes, but also like this big shackle on around the neck that looks like jewellery as well. Maybe just jewellery, to be fair. Yeah, it looks like they were more of like slaves than workers. But they still remain loyal to this house. Okay, we got some peasants up there. Okay. Before we go out, I want to go back, not this way, and see what was in the other part of the building. Because I don't think we've seen what's through here. Oh, no, we have. Okay. Where does that go again? Oh, that goes nowhere, but we did get a whetstone from this this NPC here. Right, I remember now. So I think we can just... Well, that's the lift. That's this place. Yeah. Ooh, there's something in that window as well. And something up there. Okay. I'm not sure how to get to those places. Yeah, Stormveil has so many different paths and hidden little alleys and stuff. I can't remember every little bit about it. There's a lot. Ooh. What have we here? Some rats. I'm gonna die to fucking rats. Ah! All good. All good. Fireproof dried liver. That's going to come in handy quite soon, actually. Use Stonsword key? Yes, please. So I think this unlocks the path to where we couldn't get through earlier. Yeah, that's the other side of it. Godslayer's seal. And Godskin prayer book. Somebody in here was a Godskin slayer. Prayer book bound in supple skin. Incantations of the god-slaying black flame are written within. Can be given to a learned cleric to gain access to the following incantations: Black Flame and Black Flame Blade. Sacred seal of the Godskin Apostles, inlaid with obsidian. Said to represent the manipulation of Black Flame, this catalyst enhances Godslayer incantations. And that requires 27 faith, so it's a pretty advanced item, actually. Okay. Oh, being shot at. I was gonna say I was gonna select some kind of an ash to summon to help us out with this this mess. But there's no time to select. I could get the wolves, I think. What we got? We got the wolves. Oh no, we got the misbegotten people. Do you know what? It might be fun to watch them duel a bunch of soldiers. Go have fun. Go and enjoy yourselves. They are all going to die. Such miserable deaths. I mean, my misbegotten, not the soldiers. They're doing okay, actually. They're not... They don't suck completely. They're actually being very helpful right now. Taking a lot of the heat. Okay. It's fairly chill for now, so let's have a look at the Exile hood. Deep red hood that covers the whole head. Worn by soldiers who sent to the penal colonies who were required to keep the faces hidden. going to be a heavy load, isn't it? Yeah, it's a heavy load. Heavy load. It would be quite fun to use those flamethrowers on them. It's a real shame that we can't. And we are back to the gate. We'll leave her there for now. I want to go and do Godrick first. Although, now that we are here, we could actually do this. At least get that. Cookery. I'm sure there are more items to pick up down that path, but I'm not really interested. I don't think there's going to be anything very cool. Another hood. Can sell those later. They're all carrying smoldering butterflies on them. Pretty much all of them. Wooden great shield. Let's have a look at that. So that's going to be a heavy load, so we can't really use it. However, it is quite good. Wooden great shield reinforced with a metal ornamentation. Great shields boost high damage negation and guard capacity, making enemy attacks easy to repel. However, you cannot parry with this. So I'm gonna stay with that one. We do have another shield though. Mad leather shield. It's weaker with the physical negation, but only by like 1 point. The rest of it is much better actually. Yeah, let's go with that. Leather shield of Stormveil soldiers. Much like the castle, it is marred by mottling and thorns. Some say it is the curse of grafting which causes such affliction, while others talk of its root being something altogether more sinister, hidden deep within the castle. It doesn't have a parry though. And what's this? Rickety shield. Creaky old wooden shield, circular in shape, roughly reinforced with mines. There are countless other shields available of better make. This piece of scrap isn't worth the effort of equipping. Yeah, it's quite bad. Yeah, okay. Yes, okay. So, isn't that another treasure map? Prophecy painting. A waterfall. Stormveil Castle in the distance. And that's the Cave of Knowledge as well. I think I know what that is. It's like... So, that's the Cave of Knowledge. So, it must be... It must be over here. Yeah, we can go and grab it when we find Site of Grace. Okay. the face from a stinky foot in your mouth. Right, so that's the treasure. There's a site of grace here somewhere. Actually, was it him that's supposed to destroy this statue? I can't remember now. I'm not sure if he respawns as well. Well, we got a shiny smithing stone. It might be a good shout to go back to the round table hold and see if we can upgrade our weapon. Another lift we cannot use just yet. Is that open? It's not open from this side. Okay, let's rest up. Rest. This side of grace. Level up. Quite off it. Okay, now that we are here, we got this checkpoint. Let's go and fast travel. Oh, there's an NPC here. Oh, Roger. Yeah, he's there. Let's go here because I believe that this is where the treasure is. Church of Pilgrimage. Yeah, let's have a look. So, we are looking at that. Stormveil in the distance, waterfall, and Cave of Knowledge. It should be behind this chapel. Yeah, Stormveil is there. Waterfall is here. And Cave of Knowledge is there as well. It must... Oh, there we go. That's it. Warhawk Ashes. That's cool. Spirit of a Stormveil Warhawk. The talons of which have been sliced off so that the razor-fine swords could be grafted into place. Oh, that's sad. With its lord vanquished and its wings wounded, the hawk perished as it sullenly gazed at its former home. The storm is a warhawk's cradle. That's pretty sad, like, cutting off its, what do you call it? Not fangs, its nails, talons, whatever. I can't remember what's called. What's the word for it? Just so you can remove them and put swords onto it. Oh, it does work. Where does it go? Ah. Yeah, I think I know where we are now. Right, so... he's still there. Some birds, okay. So that's a shortcut to Godrick. Raw meat dumpling, that's nice. Cracked pot, so we can make another grenade. And, well, 2 grenades, so let's make them now. Right, so how many do we have now in total? 7 fire pots. That's good. Right, so down this way, We could... Ooh. Ash of War, Stormcaller. So we've seen the Banished Knights use that move quite a lot, I think. Cookery. Okay. It's a Stake of Marika, isn't it? Interesting. Why would it be here? So that is Godrick. This way, I think. Before we go there, I'm going to just touch the grace here. So we've got the checkpoint. And we'll explore the rest of this location. So we've got a massive troll. I think we need to bring the troll down a bit to the statue that's glowing. Just down here, because I think with its attack, you can break the statue and therefore make it possible for us to loot what's inside the statue. I'm gonna die. That's a lot of mess happening all at once now. I think the troll is preoccupied with whatever he's doing, but I think the birds will be still able to come here, so we can maybe try to kill them now. It's not going to work, is it? How did you fucking miss? I literally saw the blade go through the enemy, and it still didn't recognize the attack. That's good. One sec, because my tablet just died, so I can't actually see the stream now, or the chat, so I'm gonna have to put it on my phone for now. There we go. That's kind of gonna work. Yep. Cool. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the best way to do this. I think we take the path all the way from the beginning and slowly clear out until we get to the birds and the troll, etc. And then basically have that whole path clear. It's going to make it a bit more safer. I don't think he can break the statue. Basically what it is this statue has to be hit by an enemy with a heavy attack. And I don't think he's that enemy. I think it has to be the troll. What? Oh, it doesn't get stunned. Easy enough. Yeah, I remember the first time I was fighting those enemies in my first playthrough. I found these guys really difficult to beat, but like, he's actually so easy to parry. Okay, now, careful. How do we do those? So those barrels don't explode. I think those ones do. They don't do anything to him, though. Okay, that's not enough damage. That's one down. Second one, again, no explosives. Thank God for that. Okay, now it's just a troll. We just need to bring him down. While we're here, though, we might as well go down in here, because I think there's an NPC
You were
you
a
can speak
fine
to.
warrior. Your only mistake was master. Let the winds lift you to a higher place. Well, who do we have here? Tarnished, are you? Clearly not one of Godrick's lot. I am Nefeli Lu. Tarnished and warrior, like you. I'm here by decree of my father. How utterly repellent this is. This grafting of Godrick's ill befits a lord. He's tainted the very winds. If you intend to challenge Godrick, I ask you call upon me. The winds run foul with his deeds. I'm certain father would permit me aid the fight. Apologies, but I've idled long enough. As fellow Tarnished, we must each follow our own guidance. Down whatever road takes us to the throne of Elden Lord.
Apologies.
As
Yeah, okay.
down whatever road.
That's all of it. So I think now she's gonna be like her summon sign was gonna be is going to appear outside of the Godrick's, well, outside of Godrick's arena. So if we struggle against him, we can summon her to help us out. Right. I'm going to bait the soldiers to come out before the troll does. Oh, they're all going to come out. Okay. Come on. Right. It's just a troll now. Let's go. Come on, bud. Oh, did you trip over? Sorry about that. Let's go. Yes, that's how sound works, isn't it? A projectile. Well, that worked. Good. Smoothing stones. Right, we can kill him now. And again. Oh, that should have been stun. Fuck! That was one hit away. Oh well, shit happens. Yeah, got a bit too greedy again. That's the issue. Yeah, so now we can go back to Secluded Cell and do the run from there. That's going to be way closer to the troll. Let me just put the stream back on. There we go. It is neat how every little fucking enemy in this castle can literally use the voice as a projectile. there's a timer between the stuns. So if you've done a stun on like a troll, for example, you cannot do it again for like the next, I don't know, 20 seconds or something. There's a timer for that. Because it seems like 3 heavy attacks is all it takes to stun them. But then when we've done that in the earlier run, before we died, it didn't work as well. So I wonder if there's a timer. Wait, I've not picked up my runes. Shit. And they're all the way over there. Fuck. Yeah, before we go to Godrick, I want to go back to the Roundhold and upgrade the weapon. Okay, so that'll be it. Table of Lost Grace.
Well, where have you been hiding? I took you for dead. No matter, it's lay out your arms.
Strengthen the armament. What do we want to do? Well, definitely the greatsword. Get some more damage. That's only 1 level. What else? We could upgrade the shield to have better physical negation, but then again, is it really worth it? Because we'll probably get a better shield soon enough. So it's not really... And again, we've got like 26 of level 1 swimming stones. So we might as well. So let me have a look. So physical, 84 plus 10. Okay. What do we have? So 7 times 400. We might have enough to level up. Let's have a look. No, I don't think we do. Yeah, I don't want to pop all these runes before a boss fight and then just lose them. Secluded cell. Well, here we go. This is the time. And who's here? Yeah, Nephili Lu, warrior. Shall we need her? She's there. Okay. Wondrous Physic. Get it ready. There's going to be a lot of pain coming soon.
Dragon, thou art a true-born heir. Lend me thy strength, O kindred. Deliver me unto greater heights. Well. Lonely tarnished. Plain as a lord. I command thee now. I am the lord of all that is golden.
That's so cool. Those lines from Margit and Godrick are so cool. Okay, so he does that. Okay. Well, one mistake is I've miscalculated how long it would take for his attack to actually do the damage. So when I rolled into his massive slash attack, that was a mistake. What else? I mean, the heals went perfect, but so far it's not the worst. Yeah, it's difficult to read because it's so delayed. It's like Margit. Some of these attacks, you anticipate them to happen sooner than they actually do. It's like they will hold the weapon up in the air for like a second longer than you think. Fuck off. Bad heal. The annoying thing is, it's like I was pressing on holding the button and pulling down, hoping that he would just sprint away from Godrick. And he didn't do that, so you can't just depend on... Okay, he did that, but there was a bit of a delay this time around. I should have done more damage to him then, I think. I wasn't sure if this was going to happen or if he was going to do like a big AoE explosion attack. So I just played it safe. Now this bit, I remember when it came out, there were massive frame drops during the second stage of this fight, so hopefully it's going to work much better now. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, got fucking greedy then. Annoying thing is, I was actually pressing on dodge while the attacks were being carried out, and the character didn't jump off. He was continuing with the already started attack animations, which is fair. But yeah, it's just greed. For fuck's sake, this attack is... Yeah, the start of this fight was so bad, I was like, do you know what, I'm not gonna waste my flask so early into a fight. Let's just see how it plays out. This combo is confusing. Because he starts with the usual axe slash attack that he does, but then he follows it up. So you expect it to just do one attack, but he just doesn't do a combo. Like that. That's the one. And again. Fuck me. Okay, second phase. We're not going to watch it again, are we? Okay. No more Estus.
Godfrey, didst thou witness?
Okay. So, a couple of things. Flasks. We don't need the blue one, so we'll just have 7 healing ones yet. Wondrous Physics. So, I do want to have the stamina boost, but we don't really need the enhanced charged attacks, because I don't think they do much against him, so we'll remove that for the sake of healing or... Right, negates damage. Yeah, let's go for that. Okay, so him slamming his axe into his arm does actually hurt us if we are stood next to it. That's good to know. Fucking run! Oh, okay, follows up now. Follows up again. Fuck off. Whack! Got him.
All that is golden. And one day,
Yeah, the boss music in this game
to our
is
home,
outstanding. Yeah, so epic. There was like little bits of violin here and there as well. Incredible stuff. Great runes. The great runes you receive by defeating bearers have lost their beneficial power. However, the power can be restored at divine towers throughout the lands between. See the description of each great rune to discover which divine tower you should visit. Godrick's Great Rune. And Remembrance of the Grafted. Okay, let's have a little rest, shall we? 20k for killing Godrick. So that's going to be 2 levels, I think. Endurance. Yeah, there we go. Can I equip better armor yet? No, still heavy load. Okay. Yeah, let's have a look around.
what a pathetic excuse for a lord you were. Craven to the bone.
Just stomping his head into the ground.
And after all that grafting, where did that get you? Look down on me, would ya? Godrick, you filthy slug. Feel it. Feel it. Feel my bloody wrath. Oh. Hello there. this weasel was... Godrick was always looking down on me. He got what he bloody deserved thanks to you. I tell you though, what goes around comes around. He had an ugly heart, an uglier countenance, and met the ugliest of ends, eh?
So you still got the same shit as always that we don't need. Anyways, any more dialogue?
I can do whatever takes my fancy. Can I, mate?
Right, let's just rest at the site of grace for a sec. And see if he goes away somewhere else. Once we've done that. No, he's still there. Okay, let's go to the main room in this tower. So I don't think there's actually that much in here, from what I remember. It's just a cool location. I mean, there's some kind of there is a story that develops in this room as you play the game, but in terms of like functionality or items or anything like this, there isn't actually much here. Yeah. Okay, let's go down. Ooh, ghost. An item. Shabriri grape. Let's have a look at that. A yellowing, oozing eyeball of the infirm. The surface is shriveled and the inside is squishy, not unlike a large, overly ripe grape. Gift to the blind maiden to guide her to the distant light. My dude has become frenzied. Maiden, dear maiden, where are you? Please, take my grapes. Sounds almost like an innuendo. Oh, this view. Yeah, this is it. This is it. When you emerge from Stormveil and you see Liurnia for the first time, this whole bit here, it's so beautiful. Just look at it. This view was designed, this whole map, this whole area was designed in a way that when you emerge from Stormveil and you look at this, it looks that impressive. It's so cool. Yeah, the art style in this game, just the atmosphere, the feel of it is amazing. It's honestly unbeaten. Oh, and there she is.
Hello? Is someone there? My name is Hayata, and I'm journeying in search of the distant light. If I might be so bold as to ask, would you donate any Shabriri grapes in your possession to me? My eyesight has been weak since birth, you see. I can't tell which way I'm supposed to go next, but when I eat one of those grapes, I can feel a distant light in the back of my eyes. It will lead me to my true duty as a finger maiden.
So the thing about Hayata and the grapes is that she doesn't realize that they're eyeballs. Well, she needs them, so there's your first one.
Oh, many thanks to you. Now I can feel the distant light once more. You are most kind indeed. May the blessing of the fingers be upon you.
As you wish.
You are most kind indeed. May the blessing of the...
Okay, so that's all there is from it, from her at the moment. So let's have a look at, well, the remembrance of the grafted. The remembrance of Godrick the Grafted, hewn into the earth tree. The power of its namesake can be unlocked by the finger reader. Alternatively, can be used to gain a great bounty of runes. A feeble man sought power through the grotesque act of grafting. One day we'll return together to our home, bathed in rays of gold. And the great rune of the sharebearer Godrick, devoid of any benediction. Seek the divine tower of Limgrave, which stands beyond the great bridge from Stormveil Castle. So that tower is here. We can get to it. What is the best way to get to it? Gateside chamber? I think so. Yeah, let's go there. We'll get shot. For fuck's sake. This bit is so fucking frustrating. Oh my god. Well, we've done it once, so it is doable. It's not like I'm just making shit up. Okay. So I think that's it, yeah. We just have to run past these guys as well. There is a massive thing that will just wake up from over here, which we will ignore for now. We'll just leave it there for now. And come back to it later on. Yeah. So once all the soldiers are de-aggroed, and we can... Well, there's a site of grace here, so let's just wait at the site of grace. Let's have a little rest. Reload the area. And try to kill the big lion monster. As all the enemies are de-aggroed again. I'm going to use the flask of wondrous physics. Actually, I'm not going to do that. It packs a punch. Ooh. Fuck. Down it goes. 1400 runes for that. That's not too bad. Somber Smithing Stone, Beast Blood, and Old Fang. I think Beast Blood was... It's a crafting item, okay. I thought that was a quest item, but no. Okay, so we're fine. I don't suppose I can have Torrent out here, can I? No. That would have made this trek way more quicker. Baldur's Gate Talisman, so I'm going to assume that just gives us lightning resistance. And the description on it will not be that much different to all the other Drake Talismans we picked up so far. Just saying that dragons have always been a symbol of protection, and therefore that's how you get those medallions. That was a bit annoying. I was pressing and holding down the sprint button to make it sprint, and he just wouldn't do it. Oh, we've got two more. Right, I'm gonna have to get to the archer one first. If possible. Right, so covered by... Fucking hell. Okay, he's taking his sweet time getting here, so we're fine. How the fuck? And stagger. Now sprint, please. Still not sprinting, just a casual jog. We've got all the time in the world to pull off this critical. It's fine. And again. Let's forget to sprint, shall we? Golem's halberd. Ooh. I've not found that before, I don't think. A great halberd of black stone crafted by a civilization now gone to ruin, wielded by the guardian golem. And the skill is charge forth. Quickly charge forward with the armament at the hip, carrying the momentum into a thrust. Halt to cover a greater distance, and that is 36 strength. Interesting. Yeah, the big boys. They are the biggest boys ever. To be fair now, there's one massive boy in this game later on. Up we go to the tower. Are you sure you want to travel to another location? Yes, please. This looks like it should have some items laying around. You wouldn't just put this empty space here in your game if it didn't have any items to pick up. Are you an enemy? You are an enemy. Oh, they're the birds. But they've not been altered by the soldiers and Godrick in any way. I feel bad killing them now. Golden rune. Down we go. Plenty more of little birds around, but I'm not gonna kill them. I think we are fine on small animal bones for now, so we don't need to farm them for that. There isn't much there to pick up, so we can just... Oh, item. Yeah, we can go back to the tower. This is one of those areas that is very big. It tells a story of obviously this being a grand location that would, you know, obviously house all kinds of different entities within. And you would have this massive tower there to kind of like show how important this place was. But to play through it and just have to run for all these, you know, all this time in a location that's mostly empty. again, there's absolutely no reason from a gameplay perspective for this tower to be so tall. It's literally just a flex. Well, again, I guess once you get to the top of it, you do end up with a nice view. So I guess there is that worth to it. Hell yeah. So there we go, that's 2 fingers. Literal 2 fingers, that's all it is. They mentioned 2 fingers, and you expect, oh, I don't know, could be like some wizard with 2 fingers. No, it's literally 2 fingers on the round, that's all it is. Godrick's Great Rune. So we've restored it now. A great rune of the Shardbearer Godrick. Its blessing raises all attributes. The Great Rune is known as the Anchor Ring, found in the center of the Elden Ring. The first demigods were the Elden Lord Godfrey and his offspring, the Golden Lineage. So we can equip this. Where does it go, though? I forgot. Where does it go? Oh, I completely forgot where it goes. Fuck. Not crafting, obviously. Inventory. I don't think so. Oh, or do you do it at the site of grace? Maybe. No worries, Lucky. I'm about to finish up anyways. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, which I think should be on Thursday, if all goes well. Have a good night. Until then, I'll see you on Thursday. I'm just gonna get to the site of grace and see if I can equip the rune from there. Great runes, yeah, there we go. With the Great Rune menu, you can equip great runes that have had the power restored. You can use a rune arc to give even greater benefits to your equipped great runes. Okay, well, whack it on. And other than that, I think we're good. Level up? Not enough. Well, on that one, I'm going to end this one here for the night. Thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate the chats, I appreciate the likes, I appreciate the subscribes. If there were any, I don't know, I didn't get any notifications. Could be just Streamlabs being weird again. If you do like Elden Ring and you thinking about buying it, there is a link in the description of this stream where it will take, it's my affiliate link. You can buy the game there. They usually have some nice deals on games. So that's nice, and it supports me directly. So yeah, thank you so much for watching once again. I'll see you on Thursday. Until then, bye.